During the Second World War, the Regia Marina, the navy of the Kingdom of Italy, was one of the most successful users of midget craft. The tonnage restrictions placed on Italy by the Washington Naval Treaty of 1922 led them to display greater interest in midget craft that could be used to conduct surprise attacks on their likely enemies, Britain and France, in the event of a war, both of whom had superior surface fleets and capital ships. Many have heard of their use of manned torpedoes to successfully penetrate defended anchorages in the Mediterranean, most notably at Gibraltar and Alexandria. Divers of the famed 10th Armed Torpedo Motorboat Flotilla, led by Prince Junio Valerio Borghese, carried out such attacks as the one at Alexandria on the 19th of December 1941, where they managed to disable the British battleships HMS Queen Elizabeth and HMS Valiant at anchor. However, the Regia Marina's midget craft engaged in operations outside of the Mediterranean as well. In April 1942, a conference was held between the Kriegsmarine and the Regia Marina, during which the Germans asked for Italian naval support on the Eastern Front. As a result, an Italian naval force under the command of Capitano di Fregata Francesco Mimbelli was deployed to the Black Sea. Included in it were 6 CB-Class Midget Submarines from the 1st CB Submarine Squadron, designed in great secrecy before the war. These 15-metre-long vessels displaced 35 tons and had a crew of 4. It was equipped with a 90-horsepower diesel engine and a 100-horsepower electric motor with batteries that could be recharged with a diesel engine. Its armament of 2 450mm torpedoes meant it served well for the Italians during the war. On the 2nd of May, they arrived at the port of Costanza on the Romanian coast before crossing to Yalta on the Crimean Peninsula, from where they would conduct their operations. The CB-Class submarine had limited speed and range, and as a result was engaged mainly in missions close to shore, lasting 2 nights and days as they attempted to sink Soviet submarines supplying the besieged port of Sebastopol. On 13th June 1942, CB-5 was sunk at port in Yalta by a Soviet torpedo boat attack. However, they also saw success. On the 15th of June, CB-3 attacked and sank the Soviet submarine S-32, and on the 18th of June, CB-2 also attacked and claimed another, SC-213 according to Soviet sources and SC-306 in the Italian records. Between May and July 1942, 24 missions were carried out by the midget submarines. However, the autumn of 1942 brought rougher seas, and the submarines were now suffering severely from attrition and hard wear. They proved unable to remain fully operational and were sent back to Costanza for the winter, where they were refitted. The remaining 5 submarines were subsequently transferred to Sebastopol. They would conduct a further 21 missions, claiming the sinking of the Soviet submarine SC-207 by CB-4 on the 26th of August 1943. German defeat at Stalingrad and their forced withdrawal from the Caucasus led to the withdrawal of the Italian contingent from the Black Sea. Only the CB midget submarines remained operational from Sebastopol, carrying out another 21 missions between June and August 1943. After the Italian surrender on 8th of September 1943, the crews joined the Germans, but the midget submarines were left unused in harbour until they were seized by the advancing Soviet forces in August 1944.